Hello and welcome to episode 7 of my A to Z stitch series. We've made it to letter G and we're learning the griddle stitch. I asked you guys and it was a close tie between this and grit, but I am so excited. Every week I spin this spinner to see what I'll make, and we're making a scrunchie. Fingers crossed this one's cuter than the crunch stitch scrunchie.
Spoiler alert, it's not.
Coming up next is the tutorial, and then at the end I'll give you some thoughts on the easiness, cuteness, and versatility of the stitch. So let's get started. Start by chaining any odd number. We're going to be making a long rectangle for the scrunchie that will fold hot dog style. I'm chaining 15 for mine. Awesome, and we're going to be working into the back bump, so flip your chain over. This is a really easy stitch. We're just going to be alternating single crochet, double crochet, single crochet, double crochet, all the way to the end. We're starting with the single crochet and ending with the double crochet. So skip the first chain and work a single crochet into the second back bump. And then a double crochet into the next bump. And continue alternating down the row. I'll do a couple more with you and then meet you at the end after we made our last double crochet. Awesome, first row done. We're going to chain one and turn our work. And now we're just going to repeat that row over and over again. Single crochet in the first, then a double crochet, alternating them down the row. You're always going to start with the single crochet and always end with the double crochet. Single crochets are always going to be worked into a double crochet from the previous row and vice versa. Double crochet worked into single crochets. Here's how it looks after row 2, looking very pretty and textured already, and I'm obsessed with how easy it is. So keep going and make 32 rows and I'll meet you to seam it all together. Alrighty, so here's how mine turned out. I was halfway done before I decided I wanted to size up my hook, so I did switch from a 4mm to a 4.5, but I think it looks so stinking cute, and I'm really excited to finish it. So chain one and fasten off when you're done. We're going to start by seaming the top and bottom edges together so that we make a big circle with it. So first, fold it in half and line up the edges. We're going to insert our hook under both loops of the first stitch on each side, the front and the back, and then make a slip stitch. And continue slip stitching the edge together just like that, and I'll meet you at the end. Alrighty, once you've slip stitched the last stitches together, then you can go ahead and chain one and fasten off. Now you need to grab a hair tie, and we want to place it in the middle of this so that we can seam the outside edge together. So just like that, and it should kind of look like a little donut right now. And now we're just going to slip stitch it closed. Try to keep the edges lined up while you do it and just evenly space the slip stitches. Keep going and I'll meet you at the end. Alrighty, so I'm making my last slip stitch and now I'm going to slip stitch to the first slip stitch And now I'm going to chain one and fasten off. Alrighty, weaving our ends is super easy. Just bring them to the inside and hide them away. So easy. Now let's talk about the stitch itself. I'm going to speed run through this a little bit, but how easy is it? Super easy. Definitely very beginner friendly and a very mindless stitch pattern. Cuteness? I love it. I think it looks really cute and interesting. I love a bit of texture, and I think this one just looks really pretty. And versatility, what kind of projects could you make with this? Literally, the sky is the limit. This could work for clothing, bags, blankets, tea towels. I'm really struggling to think of anything it couldn't work for. And lastly, reuse or retire. This is definitely a reuse. I've used it in the past for some wearables and they always come out so cute and girly, so I'll definitely use it again at some point. I'll own that this isn't the best scrunchie ever though. I've been having really bad luck with them for some reason, but that was it. Thank you so much for watching, whether you've been following along in this series or just popped in for this one. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this series, this stitch, or maybe you can tell me what the heck I'm doing wrong when it comes to scrunchies. But don't forget to subscribe as well. I upload a new A to Z stitch video every week, as well as another little fun random tutorial, so don't miss out. Here's a sneak peek of next week. We're going to be learning the honeycomb stitch. It's the hardest stitch yet, but also one of the prettiest, I think. Anyway, thank you again so much, and as always, happy crocheting and stay lucky. Bye!